Okay, guys, so let's talk about the video that I did a year ago. Says I called 1-800-flowers.com. So this was the time when I was still working with my previous client. So yung story niyan, guys, is bale, inatasan ako ng previous client ko before na umorder ng flower arrangement specifically for sympathy. Kasi may kaibigan siya na namatayan ng tatay. So yun, pina-order niya ako and I came across an agent from Icor, I believe, if I could still remember her name. I think it was Elaine. So right now, ang dami kasing nagre-request guys na kung pwede mag-share ba ako ng ideas or advices or tricks or basically like tips on how to become like successful in this field. A lot of you guys in the comment section says you're a newbie. So I want to also help you guys na at least maibsan yung worries nyo about the account. So to tell you honestly guys, sobrang easy lang ng account na to. Really, really easy. You're just literally talking to a friend over the phone and helping them out. Stuff like that. I believe the call center or the BPO company that you would be a part with will definitely be able to help you out and walk you through everything and teach you everything about the account. But for this, for the sake of helping those newbies na at least maunawaan somehow kung paano ito ginagawa, we'll go ahead and listen over to the conversation that we had a year ago with Elaine. For those who don't know, I'm actually a former team leader, trainee, as well as a program ready trainer in Convergys before. So, of course, with the account flowers. Konting background lang for those na baka kasi isipin nyo na feelingera, masyado naman akong feelingera na, nagbibigay ng comments. But to be honest, guys, I've handled agents under 1-800-flowers.com. I acted as their team leader, and before they get to be on the production floor, I train them basically. So I have handled like probably two teams around my time with Converges. By the way, guys, pasensya na if may mga maririnig kayo sa background. It's already 4:15 in the morning and I'm still up and I'm working, but isisingit ko ito sa ginagawa ko. Ifo-forward na lang natin para mas madali.
Purposes. At the end of your call, you may receive an email survey to rate your call experience with the agent who assisted you. All of our agents are busy.
Pinoy yun tani.
Welcome to 1-800-flowers.com. My name is Elaine. How may I help you?
Notice that during the opening spiel, she said, "Welcome to 1-800-flowers.com." That's actually the original, like that's how you should supposed to say it, guys. So when you open the call, automatically you say within 5 seconds, you automatically should say welcome to 1-800-flowers.com, and then you state your name and then how may I assist you today, stuff like that, or how may I help you today, or how can I be an assistance for you today, like that.
Hi Elaine, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How about you?
So the story behind this, guys, is tumawag na ako earlier before this call with Elaine, and I already had I already did the order placing, and biglang naputol yung call, so I had to like call back, and I was told na before naputol yung call, I was told by the previous rep na I can call back and then I can tell to continue the order and stuff like that. But in reality, it doesn't like usually, it's not like that at all. So you have to like be on the call and be able to finish, and I think that would also like reflect on your metric score, that you were able to like finish placing an order. That will also add up to your sales metrics and stuff like that. See, so moving forward, guys, you have to always make sure na the customer will like literally finish the order with you on the phone. So that will count as part of your metric score.
I'm good. Thanks so much. I have a pending order that needs to be continued. Could you assist me on that, please?
So always in technical stuff, guys. If that's the case, I think initially you will think of it as like a service call, because there's actually two types of calls with flowers. It's a sales call, or either it could be a service call. So initially it sounded like a service call, but then it turned out to be a sales call. So it's really a good thing for Elaine that she was able to like go through the whole like process. I mean, you would literally encounter something like this in the future. So you have to like understand the situation and understand what the customer is telling you. Listen carefully like that.
Oh, that I don't have. Could you look
Okay,
that
it's
up
okay,
using
ma'am.
my
May I have your
name?
So that was actually called a collision. So avoid that kind of like situation, guys. As much as possible, you should not talk while the customer is still talking. Let the customer finish first, and then once the customer is done, that's the time that you um, talk. Or if there's something like a verbal collision that's been going on, you have to apologize and then let the customer to go ahead, or they will tell you to go ahead and then proceed.
yeah, your first and last name, please?
The one that's on the order is Kimberly Johnson, the sender.
Okay. Oh, your is it are you the one to receive the order?
No, I'm not the one that's gonna receive the order. It's for a sympathy order, and we want it
Okay.
to be
Okay.
delivered on Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. So Kimberly, may I have your last name, please?
Johnson. I'm not Kimberly. I'm actually the assistant to Kimberly Johnson. My name is
Uh,
Channy.
oh, Jenny. Okay. Thank you, Jenny.
Channy. Channy.
Let
That's
me go ahead.
Channy.
Oh, I do apologize for
It's
that.
okay.
Okay,
Are you
Jenny.
from the
Okay,
Philippines?
Jenny. Let me. Yeah, we're located in the Philippines, taking calls.
Awesome. From Icor,
Yes.
Davao.
Notice I was actually silly on that part, but I'm sorry, Elaine. It's just, I'm just overwhelmed. Nag-check kami niyan. So, i-ano ko na lang yan, skip ko na lang yan na part kasi I believe narinig nyo na rin yan. So,
Okay, so Jenny, can you please verify the recipient's name? Do you know what is who is the
The
recipient?
name. I believe that's. Should I say the name of the deceased person or the funeral
Okay.
home? Because we haven't really
The
had that.
yeah, the funeral home.
Oh, okay. The name of the funeral home is McCoy, and
notice that I'm asking something like the name of the deceased person, or the name of the funeral, because I already somehow have an idea about this one. And I think you will also like encounter this on your training. Please be mindful on the sympathy order, guys, because it's really a crucial order, because it's about funeral. So you have to make sure that everything, every detail is correct. And yeah, so just basically take note of every information that the customer is giving you.
Harrison Funeral Home.
Okay, thank you for that,
So
Jenny.
when it comes to a sympathy order, you have to make sure that you have the name of the funeral home, or ask about the name of the funeral home where the service is going to happen, or where will the service be happening, and then the name of the deceased person, and then the time and the date of the service.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenny, um, may I have also the
Na-stress ni siya ba?
delivery date?
Delivery date would be this Saturday and at 12 p.m.
March 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so notice guys ha, sinabi niya doon na when is the delivery date. But yung pinakatumpak talaga na term dito guys is when will the service happen or occur. Yun dapat yung tamang question nun. Kasi it's for a funeral eh. So you have to remember that. If it's about funeral, the term should be when will the service occur or when will the service happen.
Okay. Jenny, upon checking here, it's under Kimberly Johnson, right?
Yes. And I actually talked to one of
Yeah.
your representatives earlier. She's actually from Costa Rica and she provided me her her full name, and she assured me that she'll be calling my boss personally to continue with the order because we're just on the way to like inputting the credit card information of my boss. So we're waiting for
Oh, okay.
that phone call.
Um,
Is there any way that you could call my boss right now?
Jenny, I do apologize, but I cannot, or we don't have number of your boss. But how about upon checking here, we don't have enough information, or
I could
I don't
provide you
have
her
enough
phone number.
information to that order. To that order. Oh,
Oh.
so yes, we don't have, or I don't have enough information regarding to that order, since I think it's not, or it is not completed yet.
Mm-hmm. Could you
So
try to
how
check
about,
there in Atlas if there is a card greeting already?
Notice that I mentioned Atlas on the call because I literally know exactly what the tool has been, is being used. But in reality, if you are just talking to like a regular customer, they wouldn't know anything about Atlas. So never ever use that terminology that is called a jargon. So never use jargons when you're talking to a customer. On my end, because I have like a background and I have like an experience working with 1-800-flowers.com, so I know exactly what tool is being used. So I just basically said Atlas because I know what Atlas is, and that's not a jargon to me anymore because I know what it is. So yeah.
no, upon checking here, we don't, or
Oh.
I don't have see anything under
Mm.
the name Kimberly, that it will be delivered Saturday.
Oh,
So
I
how about
see.
I'll be the one to, yeah, so how about I'll be the one to place that order for you.
But I just want to make sure that you could call my boss. Just so after I provide you all the information, then you could go ahead and call her right away for the payment details. Is there any way that you
Oh,
could do
yes,
that?
sure. Yes, sure. And may I have your boss number?
Yes.
Kimberly, right? Kimberly's number?
Yeah, that's Kimberly's phone number. It's
Okay.
832 216 7719. Could you assure me that you'll be calling her personally to continue with the order?
Yes, and I'll be the one to ask the card number. Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Yes, perfect. Yeah.
Put you on hold for 1 to 3 minutes, and let me go ahead to call your boss.
Oh, not yet, not yet. Do you have all the information before getting my boss credit
Oh,
card information? I just want to set that up first before you call her and get the payment details.
Okay, so notice guys that she already like told me about like calling my boss right away without even like asking first about some of the details about the order. So, did you notice that I stopped her there? Because I actually knew from the beginning that that would really cause her a problem. Because asking for a credit card information before knowing the exact total amount is going to cause you to be in trouble. Like for me personally, I always want to make sure that the order is ready to go and that all you need to do is to input the credit card information and we're done, instead of like asking for credit card information and then proceed with placing the order, because apparently what will happen is that the client might ask or the customer might ask if, because I was already thinking in advance, because that actually happened to me already before. So I asked for the credit card information, and then right after that, the customer asked me how much will it cost her, and then I made up an amount without knowing that there's gonna be an additional charge like the service charge and the taxes and all those stuff. So I was actually I got in trouble because of that. So as much as possible, I stopped her already before she gets in trouble. So I asked her here if she could at least like get the information like the card message, the name of the deceased person, what else? The exact flower arrangement that we want and how much will it cost after, the taxes and fees. So stuff like that. I just really saved her from a lot of trouble.
oh yes, I see. Oh, okay. So let me go ahead and start. We will be starting over. Okay.
Okay.
So is this a
Awesome.
funeral home? Yeah, and may I ask the occasion? Is it for a funeral or sympathy for the home?
Sympathy going to a funeral home.
Okay, very good siya dun. Very good siya. Ask if it's going to a funeral or sa bahay lang.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. And may I have the name of your so I will be put here on here the Kimberly Johnson.
The sender, as the sender.
Okay, as a sender. And may I have Kimberly's phone number?
I already gave that to you.
Oh, it's I'm so sorry. Yes, and
Mhm.
also the recipients or and who service this for?
That will actually the funeral home will receive it because the funeral service will be held at the funeral home.
Okay, notice guys that I somehow sounded like a little bit pissed and annoyed on that part when she asked me again about my boss phone number, cuz remember when I told her that she could somehow like give a call to my boss and ask for the credit card information. I already gave her the phone number of my boss, so she should have like taken down notes of it, because literally when you're working, you can always have like a sticky note or a notepad in front of you so you could just easily type everything that the customer will say. So basically, you have to be ready about those important information that the customer might say. If you think that what the customer is saying is maybe a crucial information on the latter part that would probably maybe able to help you, then go ahead and just type it right away, you know? And if you were not able to get it, then just don't hesitate to ask the customer to repeat once again. Like, can you repeat that? I'm so sorry I wasn't able to hear that. Do not say can you repeat that again because that's already redundant, but rather say can you repeat it? I wasn't able to get it. Or is there any way that you could say that again, please? I wasn't able to like grasp all the all those that you have said. Stuff like that.
So if you could add the name of the funeral home there, that would be amazing.
Okay. How about is there anyone who will be receiving to the funeral home?
I think the
It's okay
receptionist
if it's
already know that.
it's a last name.
I cannot provide you a last name, but I think the funeral service guy would um receive it.
As far as I know, if it's going to a funeral home, you don't necessarily need to like ask for the name of the person that will accept the order, because as long as you have the correct name of the deceased person, then there's not going to be a problem on the order.
Okay, so may I have the name of the funeral home?
I gave that to you already earlier. It's
Okay, so again, um, I'll tell you more about that in the latter part. Okay, it's just let's just listen. I'll probably react, but not totally like dig deeper yet, but I'll discuss later on.
McCoy and Harrison Funeral Home.
McCoy, is it MCCOY?
Yes. You can type that in Google.
So notice that I'm already like telling her what to do, because of course you can access Google, guys. So if that may help you in terms of locating and getting the correct address, then do so. You are not like, I think, because when I was still working with 1-800-flowers.com, I am using Google. So I'm not sure if you're still allowed to use Google while working, but I think you can if it's, about locating and getting the correct address. So I think there's nothing wrong with opening Google.
McCoy. Okay, McCoy and
Harrison.
Like, I'll just forward it here because it literally like took us few minutes before she was able to like get the correct what do you call this, funeral home address. So yeah.
okay, hold on. And it is called Sincerest Sorrow and Blue and
No,
White.
I
And
have an arrangement already.
yes, sure. So may I have the product code?
I don't have the product code. I just have the
How about the product
name.
name?
Yes, it's always remember floral heart tribute in red. Please make sure it's in red.
Okay, always remember. Okay. You know, red, right?
Yes, red.
Okay, hold on. Let me check first. Okay, I see. It's always remember floral heart tribute red. It's $224.99.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And you want this to be delivered on Saturday, March 5
Yes.
at 12 noon, correct?
Yes. Yes. Please note that the service time would start at 2 p.m.
Okay. Got it.
I think you can call the florist and
Service
verify with them,
time
right?
start.
Hello?
Mhm. Yeah, hello? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Hello?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I said, is there any way that you could call the florist and verify if they could make it before 2 p.m. at the funeral home?
Okay, notice that I told her again, I already know the ins and outs about, in working with 1-800-flowers.com, so I know exactly what she should do next or what she could do further to be able to like assist me, and I'm actually giving her like some idea. Basically, if it's just like a funeral, so if it's like this, a funeral service, it should be with a florist because it's gonna be arranged by a florist in the area. So we can always like give them a call if that's the case. We can always call the florist and ask them if they could do that, if they could deliver at a certain time, and if they could fulfill, then that's good news. Then if they say they couldn't, then tell the customer that the florist couldn't do that. Instead, they could do, on on this specific time. So be straightforward and just let the customer know what the florist will say that might help them. Of course, do not say everything, but just let the customer know that you're doing an extra mile for them, like calling the florist. And that's already an added point for you there on your metrics. If we will talk about metric wise, it's going to be an extra mile for you, that you did everything just to be able to like help the customer.
I think you could do that, right?
Okay, let me try. Yeah, let me try, okay? Hold on. Okay, I'm trying upon I do apologize, but upon checking here, it's already 8:17 p.m., so the shop was closed already.
Okay. Is there any way that
So,
you could?
but don't worry. Go ahead.
Okay, you go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, but don't worry. I will be taking notes that the service time starts 12 noon.
No, the
Is that
service
okay?
starts at 2 p.m.
Okay, that's called special instructions, guys. I know I believe you may think this is an information overload, but trust me, this will all make sense when you have like the 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 atlas in front of you.
Okay, so may I have the card message?
Sure. The card message is blessings and peace on your family during this time.
Okay, blessings and peace of your family during this time.
Blessings and peace on your family during this time. It should be from
Okay,
Gregory.
from
Gregory.
is it Gregori?
No,
R
G.
Y rather.
Yeah, Y. Y.
Okay, from Gregory.
Comma. Then it's the next would be Kimberly
Okay,
and Zoe, like Zoey.
okay, Zoey. Okay,
Yes, Johnson.
I'll okay. Okay, my repeat, it's blessings and peace on your family during this time period from Gregory, comma, Kimberly and Zoe Johnson, correct?
Correct. Perfect.
Okay, hold on. Okay, it will be $264.11, including the service charge and the tax. Okay.
Can you at least provide me a 10% off?
Notice that I asked for a discount right away because literally you can do that as a customer, like as the one who's taking the order, and for you to be able to like save the order just so you could push through with that. You can always like give a discount, like a 5% discount, a 10% discount. But here's the catch: do not use it always, like all almost on every order that you will take. Um, it's just like probably an edge for you to be able to like save the order. Let's say they're hesitant after hearing the total and would probably say, can I just call you back and proceed with the order later on? And that if they will call back and then place the order on the next rep, that will still count on you, but again, it's more of like a first call resolution. So you want to save if you want to save the order, and if something like that happens, like after hearing the total the customer is a bit hesitant to continue with the order, you can always offer a 5% discount, a 10% discount, or probably a max of 15% discount, but again, do not overdo it. It's just a case to case basis, and also you need to ask an approval from your supervisor. Okay, so be mindful on those things, guys. But again, you can always do that on training. They will help you. They will definitely like tell you how to do it.
Okay. So, yeah, sure. So, I can give you a 10% discount. Okay.
Awesome. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
And your name again? Sorry.
So again, it's not just also like saving the order. It's also like, making the customer feel that you value them, and that you just basically giving them a wow factor. And that's how 1-800-Flowers operates. They give wow factor, they give 100% customer satisfaction, smile guaranteed. So, you're living up to the company's um like goals and visions and whatnot. So yeah, customer satisfaction. That's a that's an added point because it's gonna go to your CSAT. If the customer will do the survey, it's gonna automatically go to your CSAT. And probably if the customer is happy while you're placing the order for him or her, then you might probably get a kudos call. Well, you know, yeah, you might not know if that happens. Okay, so notice from 264 down to 239. So a lot savings there.
Yeah, my name is Elaine.
Elaine. Okay. Awesome. Thank you,
Yes.
Elaine.
Okay. You're welcome, Chenny.
Char
And
char char
your
char.
order total, it will be $239.76, including the service and shipping fee and the tax. And also, you already discounted $22.49 on this order today.
Perfect. Thank you.
And Chenny, can I authorize the credit card and complete this order?
Yeah, you can authorize that now.
Okay, thank you. And would you like to take note your order number or just wait for the order
Yes.
confirmation?
Yes, please. I'd love to get the order number, just in case.
Okay.
Could you make sure that the name or the name of the deceased person is there on the order? Because we really want to make sure that that's really for the correct recipient.
Okay, so may I have, yeah, so may I have the name of the deceased, please?
Oh, you don't have that yet. Okay, it's Melvin Henderson.
Okay, Melvin Henderson. Is it Handerson?
No, H E for Echo, and D for
Mm,
Delta, E for Echo, RSON. Melvin is letter
Okay,
Melvin.
okay, got it. Again, it's Melvin Melvin Henderson Henderson, correct?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. So
Okay,
and
perfect.
okay, so Channy, it will be delivered on Saturday, March 5, and the service time on at 2 p.m. and this it will be delivered before or at least before 12 p.m. or at least 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Okay. So Chani, is there anything else I may further assist you?
None that I could think of. Thank you so much. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, Chan. Yes, thank you. And Chani, thank you for trusting us with this important order. You have made a beautiful selection, and I am sure your thoughtfulness will be greatly appreciated. And again, the total to the credit card will be $239.76. And Chani, again, my name is Elaine.
Mm-hmm.
I will take personal care to get your order delivered correctly and on time. And also, I'm so sorry for your loss. And
Oh,
have a good night.
thank you. Thank you. You too. Good night. Bye bye.
She opened the call with a lively tone of voice, but then when she knew exactly what the order is all about, then automatically her voice shifted, and I like that about her, because she knows exactly how to handle, a certain shift, like from a service down to a sales, and then it's not a normal sales call, it's a funeral sales call. So it's very, like, it doesn't really happen every day, because usually what we get when I was still working with flowers, usually the calls that we are getting are like, um get well soon order, um like an anniversary gift, birthday gifts, birthday flower arrangements, stuff like that. So it's not every day that we get like funeral calls. And when we say a funeral call, is not it's not something that you should like do in a hurry. So there's no need for a sense of urgency on that call. And I like how she positioned her assurance. She already like basically assured me that she will take care of the order. So that's actually a plus point right there. AER stands for acknowledgement, empathy, and reassurance. So she ultimately displayed all those things on the call. And then it's actually a good point that she asked if the order is going to a funeral, or if the service is going to be um, conducted at a home. I like the fact that whenever I give her like a certain information, she thanks me for that, and that's a plus point. You always have to thank the customer whenever they tell you an information, that you have asked them. And then good point that she tried offering an arrangement like the best seller, I guess, but notice that we already have like an arrangement at hand, so there's no need for her to like offer an arrangement literally. But that's a good point that she like tried, um offering the bestseller, because that's actually the correct thing that you should do. You should always like first try to offer the bestseller in whatever occasion, even if it's a birthday, it's for Valentine's, it's for anniversary gift, get Wilson gift. You should always like ultimately, um what do you call this, like offer an arrangement right away, like the best seller that you have, like when you hit F11. on Atlas, and it will show you the bestseller, like the first one. If they don't like the first, then you should like at least stick to the first three options or three arrangements there. But if they agreed on the first or the second one, then proceed. And then notice that she did not like what do you call this, offer an add-on, because it's a big no-no when it comes to a funeral order. You should always remember, no need for offering an add-on to a funeral order. Unless it's a birthday arrangement, you may offer like a chocolate or a birthday mylar balloon. But this time, if it's a funeral order, so there's no need for you to offer any add-ons like a chocolate, a plush bear, or a balloon. Okay, so where were we? Verbal collisions. So, ano lang, there were quite a few verbal collisions, but I think I wouldn't be able to blame her for that, because if I were in her shoe, then I might probably get pressured as well, especially knowing that you're talking to a person who knows like literally everything about the process. So I think she was a little bit pressured. I'm not sure though, but I think so. Or she just got nervous because she has received like a funeral order. I'm not sure. Fillers, verbal collisions, grammatical errors. I mean, we could always improve. We could always improve. And the most, I think the like the bigger chunk of her score would be going to the active listening part, like when you're getting the information on the order, or like the order information, you have to be mindful of everything. So you have to like take notes. So sticky notes or notepads are really an essential tool for this matter. That would really, really help you in terms of taking notes, as what you have heard. Let's say, for an instance, okay, that the customer is telling you everything, telling you something about the order, telling you some important information, and so you have to be vigilant when it comes to those information, because that might be a crucial thing for the order. Let's say they're saying something about a specific floral arrangement, but you're not there. You're not yet there on that part where you were when you would recommend a floral arrangement. If the customer would say on set of the call that they have floral arrangement in mind, you have to like ask them what specific floral arrangement. That's the time that you will ask them. But if they say they don't have yet in mind, so um that's going to be an avenue for you to like recommend something. Okay, but just in case they have already like told you that they have a specific flower arrangement in mind, then you have to take note of that, just so you don't have to like mess around and not piss the customer. Because again, customers are really, really into active listening, because if you're not listening actively, if you're not listening to what they're saying, and you make them repeat the information a couple of times, then they may get pissed off, they may get frustrated, they may get annoyed all throughout the ordering process. So you might as well wanna like save yourself from that kind of scenarios. So yeah. I know this may sound like a bit of an information overload for you, but these all will make sense when you hit your training, when you hit your PST phase, the product training phase, product specific training. So ask again, guys. My only tip for you is to ask. When you are still on the training, it's an avenue for you to ask a lot of questions. especially if you don't understand what the training is all about, what the trainer is telling you, don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay? So I guess that's it. And I believe Elaine did a very, very good job in terms of placing the order and in terms of helping the customer, helping me out in placing my order. So I commend her for having that bravery. So, yeah, I guess that's it. And for those newbies out there, don't hesitate to leave a comment on the comment section as well. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them all out. Thanks so much for watching this video. Follow us for more content. Thanks so much. Have a great day and good luck. Bye.